April 6, 2023. Holy Friday, Our Lady in Luz de Maria. You must read this message, because it's beautiful. During this Easter week, Our Lady is giving the visionary Luz de Maria a message every day, and on Holy Friday, she gave a new message that this time is really very special, since it does not describe what will happen in the world. It does not describe wars, tribulation, earthquakes and other natural catastrophes, but it talks about the crucifixion of Jesus, His love towards the whole of humanity, and so many other things that we Christians know but often forget. Let us listen carefully to these wonderful words that make us understand God's infinite love toward each of us. Let us read the message. Beloved children of my Immaculate Heart, divine love shows its obedience. This is the day of the great lesson about love for one's neighbor, an experiential love, a love born in actions towards others. A love that does not hold back in giving itself to those in need, a love that my children embody within themselves in order to work and act in the likeness of my Son. Who will refuse love for the needy, the love that helps, that goes out to meet, that alleviates pain, that gives itself for one's brother and helps him to carry his daily cross? The love that says, yes, when it is within its reach, and shares words of help, of closeness, of fraternity. With his yes to the Father, my divine Son gave himself for the sins of humanity and bore them. It is a great mystery of love that is commemorated this Holy Thursday, without regard for whom, how or when. Love is the greatest reality in the midst of the crosses of each one of my children. In the washing of feet, my divine Son shows you what it is to become small in order that your loved ones would then be living testimonies of divine love. My divine Son gives you the testimony of his love, a love of renunciation. Human beings must renounce what they want, their preferences. Whoever renounces their tastes and human desires enters into the fullness of love. The more you give yourself to your brothers and sisters, the greater you are. The love that my divine Son teaches is the love of sharing and of helping one's brother to carry his cross when it is too heavy. Is it loving one's neighbor at all times, and even more so when they are suffering? Love means freedom for one's neighbor to choose and to say when to stop, when they wish for help or the love that is offered to them. Therefore, pray, my children. The moment will come when the heart of stone will break and love. My divine Son gives himself to his beloved apostles, thereby giving birth to the institution of the holy priesthood, as a remembrance of his atonement, not only for the apostles, but so that in this present time each one of his children may participate in this memorable Holy Supper. Breaking the bread, he blessed it and gave it to his apostles and said to them, "Take, eat. This is my body." Then he took the cup with the wine, blessed it and gave it to his apostles, saying to them, "This is in remembrance of my blood, which is poured out for the remission of your sins." This Holy Supper is celebrated with very great solemnity for the sacrament of the Eucharist, but at the same time with feelings of sadness for the imprisonment of my divine Son. What does a mother say to her son before leaving? We look into each other's eyes and speak to each other without words. Fused together in the Father's will, our hearts embrace and, more than at any other time, become one. We embrace and live events in the space of a moment that will last until the end of time. With that embrace, souls will be encouraged in their moments of suffering, of joy, of hope, of charity and of faith. Nothing remains without fruit. My blessing to my divine Son should be repeated by mothers to their children, and my blessing carries at the same time the blessing of Joseph, his putative father. My divine Son departs. But I am not alone. I go with him mystically. I share his self-giving so that later he may give me to humanity, thereby becoming the mother of humanity. Beloved children, fulfill the fourth commandment. Parents, love your children. Keep in mind the law of love. Love one another as I have loved you. I carry you in my maternal heart. Mother Mary. Hail Mary, most pure, conceived without sin.